discipline bend. The tornado blow the walls apart, play it from the deepest, wildest part. Saxophone and trumpet in the storm. Jazz was never meant to be the norm. Rollins roaring somewhere in the reed, trumpet answering with furious speed. Lightning solos crackling in the air, jazz so wild beyond all compare. The tornado blow the walls apart, play it from the deepest, wildest part. Saxophone and trumpet in the storm. Jazz was never meant to be the norm. Tornado gone, but echo stay. Blue jazz burning through the day. Saxophone gleams, trumpet brighter than it seems. Hot hot metal in the air, jazz so sharp beyond compare. Burning chrome, burning chrome. Saxophone and trumpet on their own. Hot by fire melting steel. Jazz, the realest thing you'll ever feel. Hubbard firing on all cylinders now. Henderson showing saxophone how. Chrome and fire burning clean. Hardest bop you've ever seen. Burning chrome, burning chrome. Saxophone and trumpet on their own. Hard by fire melting steel. Jazz, the realest thing you'll ever feel. Chrome cools slowly in the night. Jazz was burning beautiful and bright.
Devil's note, the flattened fifth. Saxophone playing devil's gift. trumpet answers in the dark. Dissonance leaves its burning mark. Devil's interval never resolves. Around and around the tension revolves. Sax and trumpet in harmonic fight. Beautiful, ugly, beautiful night. Monk was right, the wrong note wins. Music starts where madness begins. Tritone crying through the smoke. Jazz, the most beautiful joke. Devil's interval never resolves. Around and around the tension revolves. Sax and trumpet in harmonic fight. Beautiful, ugly, beautiful night. Resolution never comes. Jazz just burns and never numb.
Trumpet blazing like an open flame. Jazz will never ever be the same. Inferno, inferno, blow the heat. Saxophone and trumpet can't be beat. Fire jazz burning through the night. Everything on fire, everything right. Saxophone matching fire for fire. Jazz keeps pushing higher, higher, higher. Inferno, inferno, blow the heat. Saxophone and trumpet can't be beat. Fire jazz burning through the night. Everything on fire, everything right. Inferno cools, but embers glow. Jazz, the hottest thing you'll ever know. Two mad voices on a burning stage, screaming louder, blow it harder now. Take the melody and tear it down. Jazz ain't pretty, jazz ain't kind tonight. Jazz is fire, jazz is dynamite. Fingers flying on the silver keys, notes like razor blades upon the breeze. Trumpet slices through the smoky air, music so wild no one even cares. Screaming louder, blow it harder now. Take the melody and tear it down. Jazz ain't pretty, jazz ain't kind tonight. Jazz is fire, jazz is dynamite. Let it scream, let it burn, let it go. That is all you need to know.
Harlem riot in jazz club now. Saxophone screaming, showing how. Trumpet stabbing through the smoky crowd. Music brutal, beautiful and loud. Riot, riot, jazz riot tonight. Saxophone burning, trumpet alight. Harlem shaking, walls about to fall. Jazz, the wildest music of them all. Blakey crashing cymbals to the floor. Sax and trumpet always wanting more. Bebop chaos, beautiful and raw. Best jazz music that you ever saw. Riot, riot, jazz riot tonight. Saxophone burning, trumpet alight. Harlem shaking, walls about to fall. Jazz, the wildest music of them all. Riot fades, but jazz remains. Music running through the veins. Hey. Jungle rhythm.
saxophone, trumpet talking to the primal bone, Afro-Cuban fire in the
Last call, saxophone plays alone, trumpet singing to the microphone. Bar is empty, bottle's almost gone, but saxophone and trumpet carry on. Last call, one more time. Saxophone wrapping up the final rhyme. Trumpet saying what the night has said. Jazz still living when the night is dead. Dexter Gordon somewhere in the room, saxophone cutting through the gloom, last note hanging in the smoky air. Jazz was always everywhere. Last call, one more time. Saxophone wrapping up the final rhyme. Trumpet saying what the night has said. Jazz still living when the night is dead. Last call fades, the bar goes dark. Jazz left its everlasting mark. Midnight hits and the maniac wakes. Saxophone shaking till the whole bar breaks. Trumpet player got a devil grin. Let the chaos and the madness in. Maniac, maniac, blow that horn. Tear the music till it's ripped and torn. Bebop flying at 100 miles. Jazz gone crazy, driving everyone wild. Charlie's ghost is riding on the reed. Trumpet pushing at impossible speed. Notes exploding like a loaded gun. Bebop madness never ever done. Maniac, maniac, blow that horn. Tear the music till it's ripped and torn. Bebop flying at 100 miles. Jazz gone crazy, driving everyone wild. Stop one breath, then explode again. The wildest music ever played by Maniac, maniac, never stop. Jazz so hot, gonna blow the top.
citywide. Neon jungle, neon jazz tonight. Saxophone hunting in the neon light. Trumpet marking every city block. Jazz that never, ever stops the clock. Swinging through these streets, saxophone finding all the city beats. Trumpet neon bright and burning hot. Jazz, the city's most precious card. Neon jungle, neon jazz tonight. Saxophone hunting in the neon light. Trumpet marking every city block. The saxophone soars, trumpet open, closing unknown doors. Weighing shorter chords nobody expected. Jazz so advanced and so respected. Red eye, saxophone flies. Trumpet climbing to impossible highs. Modern jazz refusing every ground. Most sophisticated, beautiful sound. Harmonic language written in the air. Saxophone going God knows where. Trumpet following through the unknown sky. Modern jazz refusing to comply. Red eye, saxophone flies. Trumpet climbing to impossible heights. Modern jazz refusing every ground. Most sophisticated, beautiful sound. Red islands at dawn somewhere. Jazz was floating in the morning air.
saxophone screams, trumpet louder than it ever seems. All the masters riding on the reed, Coltrane, Parker, Miles planting every seed. Final blow, blow it all. Saxophone and trumpet standing tall. Every jazz great living in this note. Jazz, the song that every master wrote. Dizzy, Rollins, Parker in the horn. Jazz, the night that every legend's born. Trumpet, saxophone in final flight. Jazz, the most magnificent of nights. Final blow, blow it all. Saxophone and trumpet standing tall. Every jazz great living in this note. Jazz, the song that every master wrote. This is jazz. This is all of jazz. This is every note every master ever wrote. The final blow, it goes on forever. Jazz in silence, parting never. The screamer takes the stage alone. Saxophone wailing to the bone. High notes nobody thought could exist. Jazz and physics coexist. Scream it, hold that note. Saxophone tearing out its throat. Trumpet chasing to the top. Jazz that absolutely cannot stop. Dolby playing outside every bar. Saxophone going too far. But too far is where the magic lives. Jazz takes everything and gives and gives. Scream it, hold that note. Saxophone tearing out its throat. Trumpet chasing to the top. Jazz that absolutely cannot stop. The screamer finally comes down. Best saxophone in the whole damn Saxophone wailing at the wall. Trumpet crying down the hall. Two horns speaking what no words can say. Blues and jazz and letting go today. Wail it from the gut. Music that can never be shut. Saxophone and trumpet.
cry together. Jazz, the most honest human tether. Webster's warmth inside the reed. Something beautiful beyond all greed. Trumpet weeping in the minor key. Jazz, the sound of being free. Wail it from the gut. Music that can never be shut. Saxophone and trumpet cry together. Jazz, the most honest human tether. Wailing fades into the night. Jazz makes everything saxophone wailing at the wall. Trumpet crying down the hall. Two horns speaking what no words can say. Blues and jazz and letting go today. Wail it from the gut. Music that can never be shut. Saxophone and trumpet cry together. Jazz, the most honest human tether. Webster's warmth inside the reed. Something beautiful beyond all greed. Trumpet weeping in the minor key. Jazz, the sound of being free. Oh, wail it from the gut. Music that can never be shut.
Coltrane's ghost walks through the door. Saxophone crying something more. More than music, more than sound. Love supreme and so profound. Flow it like a prayer tonight. Saxophone burning with a light. Trumpet rising to the sky. Jazz that never says goodbye. Sheets of sound pour from the bell. Music nobody can sell. Notes cascading like a flood. Jazz that runs inside your blood. Blow it like a prayer tonight. Saxophone burning with a light. Trumpet rising to the sky. Jazz that never says goodbye. A love supreme. A love supreme. Saxophone scream, a love supreme. Coltrane's ghost plays on and on, even after we are gone. Miles after midnight, trumpet speaks something that no other language seeks. Saxophone answers soft and low. Two voices in the afterglow. After midnight now. Jazz explains but never tells you how. Trumpet says what words cannot. Cool as ice and burning hot. Kind of blue and kind of free. Modal jazz for you and me. Notes that hang like cigarette smoke. Beautiful, the most beautiful joke. After midnight now. Jazz explains but but never tells you how. Trumpet says what words cannot. Cool as ice and burning hot. Miles after midnight fades into the coolest of all shades. Bebop assassin, clean and precise. Saxophone deadly cold as ice. Trumpet hits the target every time. Bebop murder in the key of crime. Assassin, assassin, bebop kill. Saxophone bending to the will. Trumpet aimed and fired clean. Sharpest jazz you've ever seen. Dizzy's acrobatics in the air. Trumpet going everywhere. Parker's ghost on alto reed. Bebop planted like a seed. Assassin, assassin, bebop kill. Saxophone bending to the will. Trumpet aimed and fired clean. Sharpest jazz you've ever seen. Assassin takes a final bow. Jazz was always deadly anyhow.
Blue tornado spinning through the bar. Saxophone screaming like a shooting star. Trumpet riding on the howling wind. Every rule of music discipline bend. Blue tornado blow the walls apart. Playing from the deepest, wildest parts. Saxophone and trumpet in the storm. Jazz was never meant to be the norm. Rollins roaring somewhere in the reed. Trumpet answering with furious speed. Lightning solos crackling in the air. Jazz so wild beyond all compare. Blue tornado blow the walls apart. Playing from the deepest, wildest part. Saxophone and trumpet in the storm. Jazz was never meant to be the norm. Tornado gone, but echo stay. Blue jazz burning through the day.
saxophone gleams, trumpet brighter than it seems, hot by metal in the air, jazz so sharp beyond compare, burning chrome, saxophone and trumpet on their own, hot by fire melting steel, jazz the realest thing you'll ever feel. Hubbard firing on all cylinders now, Henderson showing saxophone how, chrome and fire burning clean, hottest bop you've ever seen. Burning chrome, saxophone and trumpet on their own, hot by fire melting steel, jazz the realest thing you'll ever feel. Chrome cooled slowly in the night, jazz was burning beautiful and bright.
Devil's Note, the flattened fifth, saxophone playing devil's gift, trumpet answers in the dark, dissonance leaves its burning mark, devil's interval never resolves, around and around the tension revolves, sax and trumpet in harmonic fight, beautiful, ugly, beautiful night. Monk was right, the wrong note wins. Music starts where madness begins. Tritone crying through the smoke. Jazz, the most beautiful joke. Devil's interval never resolves, around and around the tension revolves, sax and trumpet in harmonic fight, beautiful, ugly, beautiful night. Resolution never comes, jazz just burns and never numb.
trumpet blazing like an open flame. Jazz keeps pushing higher, higher, higher. Inferno, inferno, blow the heat. Saxophone and trumpet can't be beat. Fire jazz burning through the night. Everything on fire, everything right.
He looks better than I do. He looks great, and he's brave. Because of heroes like these, our flag will always be a symbol of liberty and justice for all. Colonel Davis, thank you very much. Great man. Great man, thank you. Americans expanded the blessings of freedom, and we have never stopped expanding our ambitions and our dreams. We had the American dream. We never had the American dream, however, like we have it right now. The American dream is back, very strong, beautiful. You know, to get into our military now is tough. 2 years ago, we couldn't fill a job, and now it's overflowing. We have so many, setting records. We're setting records. It's actually hard to get in. That includes our great police forces and our firemen. They couldn't hire anybody. Nobody wanted to do it. Now it's hard to get those positions, but it's really hard to get into our military because people respect and love our country again. Our rise to being the world's strongest and most powerful nation was no accident of history. We rebuilt our military in my first term. We used it a little bit in our, actually I should say third term, but I won't do that because I don't want any controversy. But we use it, and we've had tremendous success. You look at Venezuela, you look at Iran, we wiped out their military. Americans crossed the Great Plains, scaled the Rockies, we just tamed the wilderness and conquered the frontier and built the empire. It's called the Empire of Liberty. We laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, those beautiful skyscrapers, and dug out the Panama Canal, considered the 8th wonder of the world, which everyone said was an impossible thing to do. And by the way, 38,000 Americans died to give us one of the greatest engineering feats of all time, the Panama Canal. This was the unstoppable spirit that created the world's most powerful industries and built the strongest military anyone had ever seen. And today it is stronger and more powerful than it ever was before. American grit, boldness, and daring forged heroes like Davy Crockett, Wyatt Earp, Annie Oakley, Teddy Roosevelt, and the legend of the Wild West, Buffalo Bill Cody. These were great, powerful people whose incredible grandchildren happen to be with us tonight. And they stand alongside one of the first American flags ever to fly over our expanding nation. It was carried west just as Lewis and Clark began their journey in 1803. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Great to have you. Great to have you, to honor this audacious and indomitable soul of America. We also have the first flag ever to fly over one of the greatest architectural feats of all time, a thing called the Brooklyn Bridge, one of the most beautiful bridges anywhere in the world, built a long time ago. To its right, the banner that flew atop our flagship after America's Navy sank the Spanish fleet to the bottom of the Manila Bay, one of the greatest naval victories in history. Much like our recent victory by sinking the entire Iranian Navy, 159 ships, to the bottom of the sea, all done in just a moment's time, happened very quickly. We have the greatest military anywhere in the world. And next to it, we also have the flag that was given to that immortal, just a fantastic, immortal Rough Rider, the one and only. And I was at the museum the other day at its opening, Theodore Roosevelt, when he returned triumphant from Cuba, printed with the words, "Welcome home, Colonel Roosevelt." He was a victor of San Juan Hill. He was a great gentleman. Americans won the West and built the modern world because America is a nation of winners. And today our country is winning again, and we're winning like never before. America is back, and we want to keep America great, and we will do so by approving the Save America Act, which means all voters must show voter ID. All voters all voters must provide a little thing called proof of citizenship. And there will be no mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel. And you won't have cheating on the elections anymore. It's very simple. Together, we are also reasserting the truth that American strength and power is not something to be ashamed of. It is something that we are very, very proud of. This country has been the greatest force for peace and justice on earth. In the last century, we defeated tyrants, demolished evil, and saved freedom again and again and again. Ken Schubring was 19 years old when he survived the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. After enemy planes sank ships like the USS Arizona, he resolved that he would help America strike back and win. He wanted them to strike back and win. Flying B-29s in the Pacific, Ken fought from the first day to the very last. He was in the war right from the first day, and he went to the last day and all the way to the enemy's unconditional surrender. We got an unconditional surrender. He was there at 104 years old and looking really good. Captain Schubring is here tonight, and he is saluting the flag that went down with the Arizona at Pearl Harbor, but was raised back up with the help of some unbelievable American patriots. It's a symbol of American defiance, please. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Great job. Thank you very much. You have very good genes. That's his son. His son's going to be around a long time. Thank you very much, Captain. On D-Day in World War II, Navy Lieutenant Arthur Rose commanded 36 landing craft as part of the largest naval armada in history. Recalling that sight, he wrote home to his parents, "What a country we are." At 107 years old, Lieutenant Rose is here to salute one of our nation's most prized possessions, the flag that flew aboard the first landing craft on D-Day and led the first Americans onto the beaches of Normandy to liberate Europe and defeat Nazi fascism forever. Lieutenant Rose, you are an inspiration to this beautiful crowd, and we thank you very much. Amazing man. 107. It's 107. On Iwo Jima in the Pacific, the Marines faced some of the most brutal combat in the history of warfare. They shed their blood for every inch of mountain that they reached. And when they reached the summit and raised the Stars and Stripes for all to see, it was so special to everybody there. Everybody there and everybody watching. They couldn't believe it. It wasn't supposed to happen. With us today is one of the last survivors of that battle, 101-year-old Marine Corporal Don Graves. And he's here to salute that famous flag he saw rise in the glory of Iwo Jima 81 years ago, and you've all seen that flag many times. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the fighters and the banners of the greatest generation. They are the greatest generation. I hate to admit that, but they are. They saved the world, and they made America very, very proud. We're very proud of you, heroes all. And after we vanquished fascism, Americans stood against the evil of communism in the Cold War. And as I said last night at the beautiful Mount Rushmore, what a beautiful place, where Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Theodore Roosevelt loomed over my shoulder as I spoke. America will never be a communist country. Won't happen. Communism is a loser, and it always will be. The communist system is the opposite of the American system, and the communist system has never worked. Our warriors did not fight communism on battlefields across the world, only to have that menace rear its ugly head right back here in America. We're not going to let it happen. We like to stop a threat like that immediately and before it begins. It's like a cancer. You got to cut it out. You got to cut it out fast. Tonight, we proudly thank veterans of the war on communism, including Marine Corporal Pat Finn and Private First Class Rudy Meekins, who fought at the famed Battle of Chosin Reservoir in Korea. That was a rough one. Thank you. Pat fought in hand-to-hand combat with the enemy. He had 5 against him, and he was 1. And as you can see, he's around to talk about it. And Rudy was wounded 4 times, but never stopped shooting, and he never stopped moving forward. And also with us is veteran Sonny Ray, who fought heroically against an enemy force 10 times his unit size and earned a tremendously deserved Silver Star. Tonight they salute one of the very first 50-star flags to fly above the field of battle. This was about the beginning of the 50. And right next to it is one of the last flags from Checkpoint Charlie, very famous place on the Berlin Wall, where American freedom finally brought communism crashing down to an end. Thank you so much. You are really very special. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Stars and Stripes cast the hammer and sickle into oblivion before, and We will do it again if necessary. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think people have learned. They've learned what to do and how to handle it, and we're going to handle it very well. So, gentlemen, I want to thank you very much. You're amazing people, amazing men. Thank you. How about that, huh? Isn't that great? What an honor it is to be with them. Think of it, 107. That's up there, but hopefully he's got 20 good years left. Through the generations, Americans have never stopped striving to lift humanity to new heights. In 1903, the Wright brothers from Ohio fulfilled the age-old dream of mankind to fly. That's right, they're from Ohio, great state. And within 66 years of inventing the airplane, Americans planted our flag on the moon. Just 3 months ago, we sent American astronauts back to the far side of the moon, and this time they flew further from Earth than anyone has ever flown before. And here they are. So tonight we're joined by that crew of NASA Artemis, you know the crew, everybody. Artemis 2, and everybody watched. Isn't that amazing? And they became very famous. Everybody watched. I was watching. I don't know what it was. That one got the attention of everybody. And along with the last man to walk on the moon, Apollo 17 astronaut Jack Schmitt. Thank you, Jack. You look like you could be with them, Jack. You look very good. You look very good, Jack. Thank you very much. What a job. Everybody was watching. I was with a group of people that normally wouldn't be watching, and we're having a big dinner, and they all said, we want to turn on, we want to watch Artemis 2. A lot of people said, what is that? By the end of the evening, they knew. It was amazing. And along with Jared, where's Jared? He's so great. He's running NASA. What a job he's done. So I want to thank you all. Thank you very much. Great job. So these champions of flight stand this evening beside the flag flown on the Wright brothers airplane, piloted by Orville Wright. It's the exact flag, very historic. And they are honored to be here. They told me today they were really amazed to be here with that flag. That's a very special flag if you're in the world of flying aircraft. So congratulations to everybody. Fantastic job. Very proud of you. And I have a special gift for these patriots. This morning on America's 250th birthday, a new flag was flown above the United States Capitol. And tonight I present it to you to soon be planted by American astronauts on their upcoming return to the moon. And in addition to that, I gave them and all of the great heroes that you saw up on stage tonight and a few others that couldn't quite make the stage, I gave them a very special medal from the White House. So it's an honor. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. So then I assume you're going to be heading to Mars, right? We're going to be going to Mars very soon. And I think that's something that we do have in mind. And we're going to do the moon, and we're going to go from there. We're going to go to Mars, and we're going to continue to be way ahead. You know, we did Space Force. That was something I was very proud of. And some people smiled. They thought it was foolish, and now they're finding it's one of the most important things that we've done. We were losing to China and to Russia in space, and now we're leading them by giant steps, and it's a great thing, and it's people like that really, like you, that made it happen. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, Jack. So as we celebrate America's unmatched achievements and unlimited potential, we never forget that none of this would have been possible without those who gave everything so that we could reach this 250th year of freedom. We are honored to be joined by 11 Gold Star family members. The Gold Star family, that is one of the great tributes. It's one of the great It's one of the great honors, a tough honor. There's nothing tougher than that. But these are amazing people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Come on up. They went through a lot. Thank you very much. And that special person is looking up there and looking down at mom and dad, husband, wife, but they're looking down with great pride. You know that. You know that. And we want to thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And we have medals for you backstage. I brought them. I thought I'd be handing them out about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. But we're going to be backstage, and we have beautiful medals for you, for your family, from the White House. Thank you very much, everybody. We love you. On this special 4th of July, we give you our undying gratitude and promise to redeem the sacrifice of your heroes by preserving the America that they love. They loved our country. They sacrificed it all. And these people have sacrificed it all. They've been through hell. We love you. Thank you very much. Thank you. From 1776 to today, everywhere the American flag has flown, it has been a symbol of strength, righteousness, and hope, because that is who Americans are. In 1944, a mother and her daughter huddled in their house in Nazi-occupied Belgium and prayed desperately for their country to be freed. They wanted freed. As they waited, they found scraps of fabric and stitched together a homemade American flag. It's beautiful, but homemade. On the day they were finally liberated, and that's what the word is, liberated, they gave it to an American soldier as a gift. Little did they know that that soldier's great-grandfather was none other than the author of our Star-Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key. And tonight, the next generation of the Key family is with us. Thank you very much. Please. Thank you. Major Kyle Key has spent 23 years in the U.S. Army, highly respected, and this evening he proudly salutes the old flag that was made by the Belgian woman so beautifully, and who knew that America means hope and freedom. Congratulations, and thank you for being here very much. And in conclusion, from a declaration in Philadelphia to victory at Yorktown, from the bustling factories of the heartland to the towering snow-capped summits of Alaska, from the endless frontier of the open Wild West to the magnificent sand dunes at Kitty Hawk, from the glimmering skyline of Manhattan to the far side of the moon, you just saw that, and from the now safe and beautiful capital of Washington. Think of it, Washington, D.C., our capital. Our capital is now safe, gleaming, and beautiful again. It's safe again. Went from a very unsafe place 2 years ago to one of the safest cities in the country, and one of the most beautiful, to the gleaming waters of the Gulf of America. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome. There is no place we cannot go. There is no goal we cannot reach, and there is nothing that Americans cannot do, and we're proving that right now. Our stock market is the strongest it's ever been. We have $19.2 trillion being invested in our country, which is 6 times more than ever happened before. We're building more factories in the United States than ever before. Everyone's 401ks are at the highest number they've ever been. And more people are working today in the United States than any time in the history of our country. But in this country, we can achieve the wildest and most impossible dreams, and no dream in history is bigger or more incredible than the one that started on July 4th, 1776. The war for independence was launched by Minutemen, farmers, blacksmiths, tradesmen, who took up their muskets against the mightiest army on earth, the most powerful army, an unbeatable army, until they met us. No one made them do it. They fought because they knew that a free people must have a free country. Over 250 years, the world has seen the great empires, vast kingdoms, mighty nations, and terrible tyrants. They came and they went. But after 2.5 centuries, this American republic still stands tall and strong, and we love each other. That showed tonight. You heard it was over, and what happened? You came back. And this American flag still waves proud and free and beautiful. We have thrived and flourished because our founders were great. Our cause was just, our people are brave, our culture is exceptional, and our destiny is written by God. And as we can see here tonight, after 250 years, the spirit of 1776 still lives within us all. It still roars in the hearts of our nation's capital. It still burns in the heart of every patriot, thunders through every city and town, and it still lights the entire world with the glow of American liberty. And there is nothing like that. At 250 years old, we may be the oldest constitutional republic on earth, but our country is just getting started because the best is yet to come. This is only the dawn of the golden age of America, and on this 250th 4th of July, we declare, just as they did 2.5 centuries ago, that for our country and for our children and for the cause of liberty, we are going to take our country to new levels, to levels not reached. We're going to make it bigger, better, stronger, and we're going to love it even more. And I just want to thank you, and the inconvenience of lightning can do that, but lightning will never stop you. And I want to thank everybody, and we love you all, and it's an honor to be your president. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you. We have a great fireworks display tonight, and I'm going to be watching it with you. It's going to start very quickly, so thank you very much. You're going to really like this. Thank you very much, everybody.
Please join us in singing the national anthem.
Staring